Hello, we are back. Back for another round of let's disassemble something and have trouble doing it in the process. Let's get my shit together here. Yes. Excuse the messy bench. Today we're looking at a fidget spinner. Specifically a lighter fidget spinner. Why do these things exist? Anyway, we're gonna have a close look at this one because it houses electronics. And it has the LED inside of it. Now it's not obviously apparent that it's a lighter, but you can slide this to the side, it reveals the heater element, which, as you can see, gets hot. It's very unstable. You can't see that, but let me. Yeah. It's not very weight balanced, if I'll say so. However, let's take this to bits. Let's start with the bearing in the middle. On almost every fidget spinner, these center pieces you can screw out. Like so. Which reveals the bearing up in there. And as you can see, the bearing is actually on the inside of the case. So if you want to switch that bearing out for a new one, you're gonna actually have to open this, which is outside. But hey. Anyway, let's continue on. The lighter part is up here, and on the lighter part, the screw is on this raised up thing, but on the opposite, it's actually below it instead of on it. Anyway, let's start with level 1 below there. See what that does. I bet that doesn't come off. I bet it's molded or something like that. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's moving, so next screw, which is up here. Whoop. That's the longest screw, and now I can feel this entire front place was being all weird and off. That's with 2 visible screws. Oh. Okay. Wait, was that? No. Okay. Whew. So how do they detect that it's open? So this is what you see. Oh. What happened? What dropped? Something dropped. Oh, this shield. This to be on there, like so-ish. I don't remember. Ish. Yeah, it should be that way, shouldn't it? Right. How about if I put it on here? Ish. Is that really roughly how it was? I think that's roughly how it was. Anyway, let's... Is this molded in? Yes. This authentication here is in the metal. This one is not in the metal, it's an extra piece of metal on top. And there's a spring there, giving it this latch. Why is that waxed? Is that waxed? What is that? Ouch! I broke the spring and it hurt me in the process. Well, it's not broken, it's just not springing anymore because springs. So I mean this comes out. Oh yeah. Spring lifts out. This is not stuck. Oh, it's a bit of a key in there, so... Ah, okay. You can only pull it out once you fully open it. Because then... the underside of... You see that one? Yep. You see that little L there? But that isn't aligned with this last... Let's see if I can focus this. This last little cutout right here. And it won't lift out because of that L shape. Let's put it back in. So we can't just put it in closed because that L will be in the way. But if we do to the extreme, the open position, and push it in, it actually goes in and then we can close it. That's a nice self-withholding mechanism thing. Anyway, let's get this spring back on so I don't lose its position. Flash how it should go on. There we go. First button, now we just need to pull that around. And we need to put that on there. Is it on there? I'm calling that on there. So that's the top part of the fidget spinner. And now let's inspect the circuitry. So how it activates the burner thing. For this to be having that little L-shaped thing, be around here, and then when you open it, touches these two together? No. J2, junction 2? Are you really pushing those two together? Sorry, make them so, I didn't mean to. Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah, either. Let's not drop it. Damage? Nope. Good, if that looks like so. So, which means it will be that way. Which means... Yeah, you're just pushing these two metal plates. Those. You're just pushing those two together, I think. Let's try it, and let's hope it doesn't blow up. Yes. That was kind of crude, but I guess it kind of works. Anyway, theoretically you can just, yep, you can just lift your bearing out. That's supposed to be the seal. Okay. Let's get the last bit of seal material out of there. Probably meant for reducing NOx and stuff like that. Just general noise, I guess. So I'm gonna get even noisier fidget spinner now. Let's just get off my lawn. My lawn in this context being this piece of metal. Here we go. So, does this board actually lift out? Yeah, there's a screw there, dumbass. It's not short to screw against anything when we pull it out. So this is lithium after all. So first, second, third. And now this should just lift out. Jesus, that's crusty. There's the bottom part. This metal was glued hard. Right, it's metal. So, what do we got here? Literally just some foam and then a piece of metal pad on that for some reason. Against here, against yes, against in here somewhere for reasons, and just hiding the connections of that little burner thing. So, shall we doodle this down? Should we pull a big file and do the doodles? We could do the doodles. I don't know if it's worth it though. I guess that goes under the ship and then directly to the burner. Battery minus. battery plus. It runs somewhere and then just disappears. It's a double-sided board. Is this a protected or unprotected? So given the size, it's probably unprotected. And it's unprotected. Let's check the alleged rating on this battery by pinning that piece of sticky tape. $210 milliamp hours or 0.78 watt hours at 3.7 volts. I guess that's believable. Ish. I'll test that later to see how much you can actually cram into it when it's empty. But yeah, let's actually just remove that so we can get a better look. Okay. Wait. You serious? You serious? No. Okay. 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 I thought the burner was going through the switch directly for a moment, but they're just both referring to the same ground. So this right here is ground, I guess. I think so. Goes to the ship, and then it disappears under the ship. And then both battery plus and battery minus go away in under the ship. This is horrible. This doesn't make sense. Well, it's a one ship does it all solution at least. First of all, what random voltage do we have on our battery? So we know what we're working with. 3.8 volts. And it was supposed to be a 3.7 volts. I'm now worried that this short circuit here thinks that this is a polymer battery, not an ion battery. Or reverse, I don't remember. But blah 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 blah. The gist of it is this controller might charge this up to 4.2 volt instead of 3.7. That would be fun. Why would that go to that? Because it's already a reference to ground fruit there. Yeah, I think I need to do the Clyde painty thing. Let's do the Clyde painty thing with chip paper and chip pencils. So let's not blend shit together here. We have our shit. We have our battery. Then what? Negative goes to a capacitor. That goes to I should probably just paint in the black box straight away, which is that chip. Let's paint it out like it is physically, so it's not a 6-pin, it's an 8-pin. I'm stupid, I'm sorry. What do these go to? Battery negative goes to this directly. And it has a capacitor for this ship. Oh Jesus Christ. Don't judge my schematic skills. Just no. And that is also what seems to be the charge line. Also one that's positive. But if I assume that's negative, then I'm assuming that's negative. Which comes out from there. And then just... Does it go in under the chip? I can't see. There's no sales screen on it, I can't see what the fuck's going on. Yeah, this ain't working. More drink. There's a big trace on the back side, so I can't see what's going through there. Yes, I can sort of see through there from the back side. Hold on. Oh no. Okay, so it's brown. But why? I don't get it. Okay. Let's do a polar check, and my parents were calling. Hang on. And I'm back. Let's do a diode check and see what way that diode lights up. Because that will at least give us some sense of electron flow. So this space here is negative, like I thought. So you have your plus and negative USB. Positive of which goes to that capacitor. And the negative of which goes to that switch. Well, wait. What's the continuity from ground? Continuity is measured in, well, when you're in diode test, you're seeing volts here. So you're effectively asking, how many volts do I have between 2 points, given the random impedance of this device? Usually the random impedance of this device doesn't apply because you're measuring things like diodes, but it's essentially a continuity test as well. So 0, that means a 0 potential voltage can be applied to this junction from that. So it's the same. So that goes to... This was badly laid out and I don't have an eraser. Well. Start over. Start over. Shit. Let's start again. Battery. We immediately have a black ship. Of course. This is probably the charging shit, which is done by that small IC. Probably a specialized IC. Oh, there's a number on it, we'll check that later. And what more do we got? Probably saying I can't see what's underneath. Yeah, flipping thing. What does that say? This pin here is simply just, hold on, I'll bring this through. There goes switch. is in there. Is that just for the LED? Keck. Wow. Ground continues on. And apparently there's an LED here with a resistor in front of it. Driven from this pin. But what do those pins do? That's not connected. That is connected, but what? Where do you go? Anyway. This one goes around to a resistor and to a light emitting diode. That looked like a kawaii face for a moment. So that's the blue LED that comes on when you touch these two. Wait a minute, that glow reminds me of slowly coming on, slowly coming off. This might be the same 8-pin circuit that they use in those single-use e-cigarettes, maybe? They just have another activation process, but when you suck on them, they light up slowly, and when they stop, they light down slowly as well. So it might be the exact same chip repurposed. It would be kind of fun. Is the heater element just in line with that switch? Or what? And in what? But, viewers, please stop fucking my day over like this. Okay, from battery plus, we have new shit here. Let's see here. From battery 2, from the battery plus, we have a resistor there. Small ass resistor which connects to this big ass fucking trace here. This trace then goes back around and hooks onto here. And then to here. Is that to pull this plate high so you can actually... Yes, that might be saner. Let's check if it's something like 20k. That would be reasonable. Ooh, let's see if it's like 100k. No. A meg? Where are you? What are you? Am I even getting good contact here? Oh, contact. 6 what? 6 something. Let's 600. No, 6 what? I can't read. 6 kilo ohms. Or 60. I can't read those things when the range is fucked. 6.16 kilo ohms. So that just serves to pull this plate up to the battery plus voltage. Which was this. $6K. Yeah, what do you mean messy? Let's check what that other one was so we can put in the value there as well. That's probably going to be more like 400, 500, 300 ohms. $100 ohms. 100. That's quite low values. I would choose bigger values, but rip. And there's no idea I'm gonna measure that capacitance because it's not gonna be useful anyway. Another capacitor. Is it possible that that pin there that's soldered on but isn't connected to anything, is it possible it's connected to battery? No, but it will be useless because that's power. That's always power. This and this is always power. Unless really old chips. And this is not a really old chip, so... Continuity. Let's test with continuity. Let's make sure those are the same. So let's see if we can induce a difference on these two pins. There is a difference. Let's check if there's a positive difference. If that makes any sense. This here is connected to power for some reason. And then this is probably connected straight to the heater. So let's zip, zip. And let's draw the heater as a generic heater, I guess. It's another capacitor there, but I can't really decide what it should go to. Is that maybe the other rail? In that case, would it just be like that? This is horrible. Anyway, from the looks of it, this chip does the charging, it does the detection, and it does the switching. And it also does the LED thing. So this is a very specialized chip. Now this very specialized chip also has a very specialized number on it, which means that we can probably figure out what it exactly is. Oh, look at that. This is circuit board version 1.2. 2017 320. Third month of 2017. This Teflon. This ring here around the burner might be Teflon. Anyway, let's do some data searching and see what we find. Let's see what the number is. Really hard to read numbers. O9 OD. That's not gonna help. Yep. Let's search for the other number that's a bit longer. It is gonna be harder to see because of the light. CJ2Q. CJ2Q. 1U.1, 1V.1, 1U.1. CJ2Q1. Then there's some weird shit. Other one. Shit. Is this the right thing? I need more lights. Oh no, let's respond now that. Okay, let's try that other number again. CJ. Is it a 2? Is that a Q? CJ2Q. One U.1. I'm getting Soviet reflectors and Good old-fashioned tubes. And that's an Nixie tube. That's not what I'm wanting. CJ2Q1U1. 1v1? 1v1 me. 1v1 me, Chip, I dared you. It is 1u. I'm kind of disappointed now because I can't find anything. How do I know that's a 0, not a O? Somehow Google got 090D to old. Yeah. Hey, let's search the number on the board instead. And somehow it got that to a GM diet. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Anyway, I'm very certain that that chip is directly taken from an e-cigarette. Because in a respect, it behaves literally identical. Anyway, let's put this back together on his bearing. That's how bearing sounds. Anyway, let's get this back together as fully as possible. Yeah, that just slots in there. It rattles around like a freaking heat pump, so let's put this bad packing back in place. Properly this time. There we go. It's only needed in one place. Zip. I need some oil in that, so I'll oil that later. Yes, that thermal pad. Good to have. Why is the... Cheaters! They never remove the thing to make it stick. Cunts. So I guess I'm doing it. Cunt. Whoa. Let's put this back together as fully and wholly as possible, with the mistakes that we just did. One of which probably was putting this on before we had everything else on. But hey, that's trial and error, right? Is that it in? Are you serious? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have put this so in front of that screw hole that we kind of, I don't know, need. Just move it a bit more. Sorry for being in the way, but I kind of have to get this in place. Jesus, that just barely fits in there. And now I'm supposed to get that lined up and get a screw through there. Yeah, go home. You're drunk. Can this be put on in a different way? Well, I'm kind of screwed now, aren't I? I'll just roll it over. Yay! Yay! Okay, do not let go. Let's get this thing a moment here. Don't you move. Don't you fucking move. Come on, do the click. I swear. Whatever. Let's just go. There we go. We just went for it, and that seems fucking alright to me. Let's go. Let's continue. That seems a little bit stretched, but now is the time if you want to balance this thing, by the way. So it's the battery that's heavier, okay. So if you want to make this heavier, you're gonna have to like fill this side with epoxy or something, at least partially, or you're gonna have to reduce the battery or somehow make it balanced. I don't know. Yeah, we need a guard thing. However the fuck this is held in place, I don't know. It was held securely in place before I opened it, but I don't know. Oh, this. That's supposed to be towards the user, like you can see from the usage. So, something like so, I guess. Come on, battery, what the fuck did I do to you? Get in there. Also, with this battery, it seems a bit swollen, so I'm not trusting it. Not in my life. Wow. I think we're ready for final disassembly. Oh yeah. So this was the shorter one, yes. Let's get that back in. Let's actually screw back in. Screw this longer one back in. So that looked okay inside. Clearance was okay. And now my dad is calling on me, so hold on 1 second. And I'm back. And there we go. Let's see if it still works. It released a bit of smoke. Still working. And it's still working as a fidget spinner as well. Ooh. The head unit over here is on hold now. Eh. At least it works. That's all I needed to do. Well, that's been that. Here's the horrible schematic that ain't even complete. And yeah. There you go. This ship does everything. Charging, OD, heating. And detection of that switch. Other than that, oh look, it's the old 10 schematic. Anyway, I've been Michael. That is a lighter fidget spinner, and I will see you some other time.